I'm going to go with the planetary unification. Gives us unity and also increases the amount of unity we're generating. Adding ways to destabilize opposing federations would be good, maybe by espionage. Apparently you can already do that. The developers were talking about that exactly happening during their multiplayer games. Also, quickly after Megacorp was released, like 2 months, Man the Guns for Hearts of Iron 4 was released, so I can definitely see why Stellaris is put on a back burner. Yes, there may have been outside influences, this is true. It is entirely possible that that happened. First contact. Seems linguists have suffered a major setback in their attempts at codifying the language used by the Delta aliens. Unfortunately, what could be taken as the language quite simply was not a language. In her report, the envoy states that after days of investigating the matter from every angle, the linguist finally concluded it was in fact probably an attempt at music. Communications established with the Mandasur Imperial Planet States.
I bring greetings from Empress Jasmine Linoasi, the undisputed ruler of the Mandusa Imperial Planet States. Respect our borders, and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting worlds.
He has a serious respiratory problem. And that completely ruined my own voice. Oh man, that hurt. So what are you? You're authoritarian militarist. We actually quite like you. We salute you. What I've really liked doing for my own Dwarven Subterranean campaign is get all my food on star bases rather than farming districts. Oh, interesting. And Mordred back to streaming. Yep. Ah, okay. Alien Zoo is for a specific planet modifier you have on one of your planets. Gotcha. Careful, the alien ambassador may have some strange disease. No! Space COVID! First contact aborted. Oh, that means I have a non-boy free? No, I don't. Finders keepers. A particularly observant operative in the sacrosanct Yaxkalak sovereignty has laid their hands on a part of the Yaxkalak encryption key. It would seem a careless Yaxkalak politician mislaid the device whilst commuting. This bodes well enough for operations in the sacrosanct Yaxkalak sovereignty, but our study of the device's unique design has revealed novel insights into your general approach to code breaking. Cool. But you're supposed to be improving relations with them. So the opportunity of establishing an embassy is getting closer. So we just need to keep on working on this. Do branch offices still cost influence? Does that change to unity as well? I don't know. It's a good question. Delta aliens appear eager to establish communications with us, having sent a large audio and visual transmission that appears to offer the key to translating their language. Our experts are confident they will be able to use this to learn to communicate with them soon. Of course, we'll have to trust that their own offered translations are not misleading, and they were able to reliably interpret the information presented in a surely vastly different experiential context. Cool. Tedis 4 is virtually fractal. The same wild collisions of natural and obviously artificial geography visible from space are replicated on the personal scale planet's side. There are mountains with perfectly pyramidal bases and jagged, craggy summits. Rough tundra that suddenly becomes a perfectly smooth plain of bare rock until another weathered natural formation bisects it. The juxtaposition of irregular boulders and rocks scattered amongst perfect cubes of the size of a microchip or a hat block. As yet, we can only imagine how this has come to pass. Keep on digging! Still waiting for you. Nothing for you. We could potentially start doing some more minerals soon. End of the Eliminators. Well, okay then. One of the great galactic threats is gone. And yeah, it looks like it was Decrum and maybe the Bodronite Corporation that did them in. Well, okay then. Missing the blue mug. I am massively missing the blue mug. One of the things I will say against the cups and things I have here is they're really small. This glass is tiny. It's like a shot glass. So I'm actually using one of like the pot noodle cups because it's bigger for my water cup. Even though the plastic itself is really, really squishy. It's like terrible, terrible quality, but at least it's a decent size. And like even the teacups have like 2 mouthfuls and then they're done. The blue cup, pint glasses, I'm missing all of that. But I don't want to like buy myself cutlery or anything. Because again, I'm living in a hotel. Whatever I get for this place, I'm then going to have to log halfway across the city when I do move into my permanent residence.
Secured.
Here we go, destroyers at last. Let's get railguns. Actually no, that's quite expensive. Let's get geothermal fracking. Okay, so we can now get some destroyers. Before we do this though, let's go and spend a little bit of time I think interceptor stuff is fine because these guys are basically going to be corvette killers. There we go, 2 lasers. Something like this. Okay, so we need a name for this. What do we call our destroyers? The Dwarven Destroyers. We also need a name for corvettes. Wait, does Sweden have tiny glasses or just the hotel? I think it's just the hotel. Like, everything else is normal sized. And the knives in this hotel are like... they're swords. They're huge. Exclusively drink tea out of Christmas-themed cups. Nice. The pickaxe. Ironclad and diamond class. Ironclad would be good for battleships. Or cruisers. Cruisers will probably be ironclad. We could name it like Ironsides or something. Moonbreakers! Smasher! Moonbreakers again would be bigger. Mithril class. Ooh, we could do it after metals. That's a good idea, Bamboozle. So then the Corvette would be copper. Destroyer would be bronze. Bronze class, here we go. destroyed. And the corvette is going to be called the Copper class. And seems to have a pretty decent design. We are using a lot of coil guns, so our shield damage is going to be great, but the armor damage is going to be terrible. I feel like I should make you like a red user. Just to give us a little bit more of a mix. Let's also make you a laser. Okay, so you guys need upgrading to the new class, and we also need to add bronze class. Like so. Go for fancier metals, gold, silver, platinum, mithril. I mean, we have a lot of classes. We've still got cruisers, battleships, titans, juggernauts, colossus. There's a lot of bigger ships to go. And I think they're like fighting metals. Would be the way to go here. So it'd be like copper, bronze, iron,
Ships ready for action.
mithril, adamantium, titanium, etc. Our efforts have paid off. We have found the United Themlar
We are being
provinces.
contacted by aliens.
Xenophile militarist spiritualist. Chief Prenker and the rest of the religious council bids you greetings. We provide spiritual guidance on the rest of the United Themlar provinces, and our stated goal is to lead the great nation on a path of salvation. We would be honoured if your great species joins us in this journey. We will achieve unity. Oh, you know what? You guys are friendly. Mithril as in J.R. Tolkien. Yep. It's a pretty classic dwarven material, because we are basically space dwarves. Were they subterranean? I can't see their ethics and civics. Yeah, you're right. Cave dwellers. Rapid breeding cave dwellers. With wings, which is a bit of an interesting choice. Okay, CD Veer, still doing its thing. You're still doing your thing. I have a bunch of science ships now currently basically doing nothing. Aha. Consumer benefits marketplace of idea trade policies allows us to convert trade value into consumer goods or unity. Having extra unity would be huge. Or clerks provide extra trade value. Considering the galactic market still hasn't been discovered, I'm going to go for that because I really want it. Asteroid Blastor. A collision the size of a smaller asteroid has... a collision with a smaller asteroid has revealed a small blast door or airlock extending slightly from the surface of the asteroid. It appears to be thousands of years old and previously been concealed by rocks and dust. For unknown reasons, scans could not penetrate the asteroid's interior, and the blast door is impervious to conventional cutting tools. To learn what's behind the door, a team would likely have to dig their way towards the centre of the asteroid from another direction. Okey-dokey. Right, this means I now have 2 envoys available. Do we still have envoys to meet? We do. We have the Sigma aliens, so we'll go ahead and assign one of our guys to that. And we will also start improving relations with the United Themlar provinces, because I think we have a lot in common with these guys. See if we can start getting some deals. Ah, yeah, let me see with you already. Where even are you? Well, Oxbraxi are huge. Okay, they're not actually that far away. They'd be a pretty good ally to have. Meanwhile, oh yes, we can definitely expand to here. Please do. In fact, I want to grab this too. So once you finish that starbase, we'll move you to here. And that'll lock in this whole area, including these two archaeological sites. And heck, if I can take Hawaz, I'll do it. Gives us a little bit of a buffer in case things go wrong. Meanwhile, Kage could go and help with research. So who else is producing research at this juncture? Not very many people. I think Ovdal Gulan is going to be my science world. Unless anyone has... Oh no! Segdir has a science boost. So I think Segdir is going to be the science world. Not going to get as much, but... This is why I really want one of the Alpine worlds to have it. Dromak could be... Oh no. Dromak's my farming world. Yeah, Segdir. Oh, you know the other thing I need to build in like every single planet? Pain clinics. It's like the most important building. And then after that, I think that, yeah, Segdir is probably going to be the science world. We'll just need to try to terraform it at some point. The discovery of the first crashed flying machine set us on the right path and led us to the discovery of a multitude of similar crash sites littering the surface of the planet. Without doubt, these strange dead machines have something to do with the mysterious geometrical shapes that dot this world. The extent of the damage caused by the crash landings in the high altitude will make the analysis difficult.
We grow ever stronger.
And that's another planet to colonize. Please and thank you. We're going to have so many planets. This is ridiculous. Use a lot of consumer goods, right? We're going to need to build some industrial district. I mean, we are super industrial, so I'm not really concerned about that. Plus, we have artisans instead of metallurgists, so we're really efficient at consumer goods. Because we're master craftsmen. Ooh, we can expand again. Sweet. You guys are feeling kind of expansionist at the moment, and you guys also really don't like us. Hang on, who did I get United? It was United Provinces, wasn't it? Oh yeah, let the trade flow. They also have a lot of planets, actually. Oh man, it does cost influence, and a lot of it. 1,900 credits and 95 influence. Ugh. This is what stops Megacorps from growing too big. Rocket Industrial Enterprise. You have sailed right past me again. Ah, disappointing. Superior and everything once more. We're superior in technology, so we are definitely falling behind in tech, which is not good. Another new faction. The Committee of Spiritual Redemption. We do seem to be getting a lot of factions. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because it means we also get a lot of unity. You're almost done expanding though, the age of the branch is nigh. That's true. All craft dwarf ship is of highest quality. Absolutely it is.
Intellectual booty.
Okay, so we've got the research station output. We could get even more. Fusion reactors. I don't need the energy production boost. Energy is the one resource I am totally fine on. I think I'm going to go for the research station boost. Like, any technology upgrades I can get is a good thing. Really don't like factions don't give influence anymore. It's a perfect source for it thematically. Well, not really. Influence is your diplomatic capital, and then a unity is your internal capital. So the fact that your factions generate unity, which is what you use for internal policies, I think does make more sense. Like being able to use envoys or more likely spies to generate influence would make more sense. How's my laptop doing? It's getting a bit warm. You can tell because this room is getting a bit warm, even with the window open. Oh yeah, that's blasting out hot air. Hang on, let me turn up the fans. Got some fancy laptop cooling system with adjustable fans. There we go. Because I know that this laptop has real heat generation issues, especially for the more difficult games. Like, it has a 1060 graphics card, which for a 5-6-year-old laptop is pretty good. But it definitely chokes a bit now. Be cool one day to have a spaceship living origin, like all your pops live on spaceships, and extract material from planets kind of like the older crafts world from Warhammer 40k. Would also fit the dwarves, I guess. It wouldn't fit the dwarves at all. It would be like the oh, what are they called? Mass Effect. Tali was one of them.
New colonial outpost.
Those are the Voidborn. Yes, they are, in fact. Okay, so we got gene clinics everywhere now. Amenity production has resolved itself somehow. Oh, do gene clinics produce amenities? Oh, they do. Well, that fixes the amenity issue very easily. And we still have 2 jobs outstanding. Fine. all of my planets now have a bunch of jobs outstanding, and food production's just getting worse and worse. Market! Buy me another 1,000. How much energy can I store? 50,000. Alright, we're good on that front. Oh, there are actually anomalies down here. Let's go and grab them. Meanwhile, you want to build a outpost here so we can start that colony going. And Tedis is starting to be colonized. Awesome. We're going to have 10 planets soon. In fact, 11. No, we have 8, 9, 10. That's really not too bad. And we can now have up to 5 star bases. One of the star bases we do need to build is right here. So I'll go ahead and upgrade that. Mining stations, research stations. Everyone is now producing stuff. And I think that this is the... yeah, we've got all the destroyers. So we are now over our naval capacity, but I think right now that's fine. Non-aggression pact between the two theocratic oligarchies. Not surprised by that. They have absolutely identical ethics.
The fleet has been refitted.
Need a farming planet. I know, like all of my planets again, we're super new. We're 35 years into this game. So once Verkal Dromak is done, in fact it's already designated an agri-world. Because that is what this place is going to be for. You, however, are a rural world. That's not what I want. I want you to be an industrial world as well. Only reduces upkeep. I mean, I could start specializing you.